Hey folks, Darren from Deanna Auto Sales. Today we're going to talk about Sarge the Shop Truck. It took an accident a couple of weeks ago, and now I think it's time just to redo the truck. It was built 7 years ago, and it's seen some road miles, it's seen a lot of action, and it's time to give it a facelift. So let's go over a little bit, show you what it is. First of all, it started off life as an '02 Volkswagen Jetta, four-door sedan. I bought it with a salvage title. It was hitting the back end. Put a Golf front end on it. As most Volkswagen people will know that that's a Golf front end, not a Jetta anymore. I just like the style of the Jetta front end better. Already got the hood off of it. And then you buy a Smyth UTE kit, cut the back end off, and turn it into a pickup. So this is all fiberglass. This is all aluminum chassis. All the factory chassis is underneath there. The Volkswagen factory chassis is still underneath there, but just turns it into a usable, what they call UTE. So Smyth UTE makes a bunch of these for, a bunch of different cars. It just came out recently with a Volkswagen Bug. Really cool. Dodge Charger, so you get all-wheel drive Hemi in these things. They got one out for Chrysler 300 now. They got Jeep Grand Cherokee, the newer Jettas, an Audi, a Subaru. So they make a quality kit. I like it just because it is such a handy, such a usable shop truck. This thing gets used. My daily driver, when I got it, it had 169,000 miles on it. I put 140,000 miles in this thing in the last 7 years. It hit the ground running, gets 40 miles to the gallon, plenty of power. And I'm always hauling refrigerators, tires, air conditioning units, stuff for these camper vans. And it's set up to flat tow. So a lot of times I'll buy a camper van within 2 or 3 states. I'll drive this down, hook up the tow bar to it, and tow it back. So it's my daily driver. It's just time for an upgrade. Time for, something new, something different. 7 years ago, I painted this thing with Krylon sand rattle can and Rust-Oleum hammered black, just with stencils. Went with the military theme because I appreciate our military, just kind of my nod to the military. We have military in our family, and I just liked kind of the functionality, the look of it, the utilitarian look. Plus, it's just a shop truck. It's a paint job I don't care about. If it gets scratched, I can grab another can of paint and touch it up. But yet it still works good at car shows. I get lots of compliments on it, lots of comments. It's been a really, really fun vehicle. So my next, so you see how rusty it is on the bottom there. With the kit, you get a Chinese import tailgate. That's a Ford Ranger step side tailgate, 96 vintage. So in 7 years, that's how much rust you get in a Michigan truck when you drive it year round and don't care about it. So I'm going to get another tailgate. I'm going to get a Ford factory one that's rust free and start all over with that. The rest of the car is really pretty solid as far as rust goes. I got a new fender all ready for the front. I got a hood coming for it. And now this paint job, it's not going to be another professional paint job like this one. Yeah, well, we know. Mainly because I'm doing it. And again, it's just a shop truck, so I want something I can really not care about. But yet, I kind of want it to be cool looking. I got the colors picked out right there. And we'll just see what happens with it. I'm still going to keep the military theme, but a little bit different. 1.9 TDI UTE. So just, kind of what I'm going for again is, in the words of the great auto historian and restoration specialist Derek from Vice Grip Garage, I just want a paint job where a guy can walk out of bingo at night from 48 feet across the parking lot and go. Another fella says, "Is that your rig over there?" "Yeah, that's my outfit." I don't want professional. I don't want perfect. I just want cool. So that's kind of the goal for this thing. I'm going to video document it. And we're going to get started on it here real quick. So follow along. Hope you guys enjoy it. Hope you can dig it. Have a good day. See ya. Okay, we got updates. It's a couple days later, and like every other project that anybody ever does, especially me, it's going a lot slower than I want it to, but we do what we can. So the next step right now, when I first painted this thing 7 years ago, we did gravel tech on it. Gravel tech is like a thin bed liner. It goes around the whole bottom of the car, wraps around the front bumper, the front hood, that kind of stuff. So you can kind of see it's a little bit more textured right here. So what I have to do is put some of that on the new parts. And what the gravel tech does, so gravel tech is right here. That's the stuff. Gravel Tech Plus. Look at that. Danger, but it is. That goes in there. You hook it to a hose. It's real cool. So what it does is get the texture on there. We did the whole bed liner as well. It's not quite as thick as a bed liner. It's thinner. But what it does, it helps stop rock chips. At least that's what they told me. I don't know which ones it stopped, but so the front edge of the hood is gravel tech as well. So check this out. We got parts, new hood. Found me a nice, real nice Ranger tailgate. The fender we had before. So now what I have to do is gravel tech the front of this hood, the bottom of the tailgate, and the lip of that, so it'll all match. So that's the next thing that we're working on. And then we can put them on start paper. I don't have a new headlight. The headlights are back ordered. They'll be here, I don't know, a couple of months. So I got to figure out, probably patch that one up to put it in to use it. I got a couple spares out back that I don't like, but we'll do what we got to do. But obviously all the parts are off of it now. Got it stripped down. And let me show you, get a little sneak peek, the test fender, where I tested the paint and the colors and stuff like that. So this was the fender that was on it. And what I was deciding which color to go with: dark gray, medium gray satin. And then these are kind of the colors I'll be using it. This isn't obviously the pattern I'm using. I just wanted to put paint on there so I get a visual to see what it looks like. Make sure that the paint and the colors kind of play nice together, you know, to get an idea of which way I want to go with it. So I'm leaning towards the satin gray. I may end up clear coating the whole thing when I'm done, but we'll see what happens. So let me know what your thoughts are on that. This is really the one that I kind of wanted at first, but I just like how the satin laid. And then some rivets. So yeah. So that gives you a little bit of an idea of which way I might be going with this paint job. But we're going to get to spraying some gravel tech tonight. But also we've been, working on camper vans as well, because, it's kind of what we do. See ya. And one other thing I wanted to show you as well, we got all the parts off. I was concerned about the structural underneath of the where we got hit. If I'd have to have that pulled out or anything like that from a body shop. Well, we got lucky. None of the structure in here is bent. This is right where it's supposed to be. So what happened is the Chevy truck came in and he got T-bone spun around. So he kind of spun around and hit me on his side. I was just parked. So it was kind of a glancing blow. So it wasn't really a direct hit. So it just took out all the headlight and that kind of stuff. But on the inside of this, no structure damage. That's all where it's supposed to be. That's all where it's supposed to be. This is cracked right here, that piece. Well, I can fix that. We own Gorilla Glue and duct tape, so that can be fixed. So we just got very fortunate that I don't have to take this to a body shop and have any of the inside frame structure pulled out. The intercooler for the TDI is all there. That didn't get hurt at all. What kind of took the damage is just the edge of the fender, the edge of the hood, and the headlight that all kind of crushed in. So we were happy to see that. And now we will carry on. All right, more updates. So we got the gravel tech, sprayed on all the parts I needed to. I redid the front bumper with all new gravel tech on that as well. I'll show you what we did here in a minute. So we got it on the bottom and the top of the new tailgate. Of course on the fender and where it wraps around to the hood. Redid the grill. And then of course redid the front bumper. So now that's ready for paint. And also I found this, which is it's a hole, rust hole. Great. So we'll get a piece of metal patched in there at some point, and hopefully we'll paint this thing this weekend. What to do before we paint it is redo all the gravel tech on this thing. I just found a lot of spots on it where it needs to be touched up. So we got it all taped off. So wherever you see the tan, that's where all the new gravel tech's gonna go. Just to kind of freshen it up. That's a spot that got hit right there because someone forgot to put it in park and it rolled back and hit a camper van. I don't know who would have done that. I touched up that the other day and I'm like, let's just redo the whole thing. So that's what's on the docket today. Oh, and look at this. Look at it. Someone shot the fender. Somebody shot it. Brand new fender. Somebody shot it. Let me get it. All right. Next. There we go. All right, got the new gravel tech all the way around. Let that dry. Do that. And tomorrow we're painting. The next day, good morning, it's painting day today. Well, let's check out the gravel tech. Got the tape off of it. Turned out good. So everything in black obviously is the gravel tech. And I know what you're thinking. That's not a bad look. And I agree. I kind of like it. But we're gonna keep going. Yep. So yeah, that was just kind of to freshen up the texture. There's some light spots on it. I had ran out a little bit. What could use a little bit more, but it should work. And then also, I didn't know if I showed you, but I got the hood painted, front bumper painted, tailgate painted, and fenders. So that got done. Now we're using Rust-Oleum. Now, time to get painting, but please don't try this at home. Let's leave it up to the professionals. Because you can't just paint a car without just, with cheap stuff. And there's a lot to consider. So leave it to the professionals. Like, you got ventilation, you got lighting, you got equipment, you got thermostatic pressure, you got barometric pressure, you got humidity, wind variance, that kind of stuff. And also, we're using a quality paint. This is not a surplus store paint. This is 5 settings on there that you can choose five settings. So you can't just willy-nilly give this to somebody. They might choose the bomb setting when they should use horizontal fan. So by all means, you know, don't try this at home, get the professionals. I couldn't find a professional for this, so I'm just doing it. Bomb setting, see? So horizontal fan. We're gonna do vertical fan. Go ahead and spray it. Here goes nothing. Look at this. And then whip that out, and then I thought, you know, and then so and then oh my gosh. Oh, I just thought that was hilarious. Anywho's, got it all gray. There it is. Only a couple runs. There's one right there where I'm going to see every time I open the door and look at it. But, so 2 light coats and 1 heavier coat. I may put 1 more coat on it on Monday morning, but I'm just going to let it all dry for now. So, yeah, it's gray. Sarge is feeling awful gray. You guys have a good weekend. See ya. It almost fell. Okay, had a bit of a setback. Nothing we can't handle. It's just paint and that kind of stuff. But when I painted the fender and the hood separately from the car, the paint that I used a different can or whatever, still the same paint but a different batch, and it came out like brown. Like we mounted the fender, put the hood on there. Like, this don't match. It wasn't a gray. It was a brown. So we had to. So basically, I had to get another different batch of paint, and we got the fender matched now. So the fender's on and painted. So repainted that, repainted the hood. Still working on the front bumper. We got a functional headlight. So the headlights that I have for Sarge, it's hard to get quality headlights for these things. They're either cheap Chinese stuff or people that make stuff and customize the stuff. And I finally got good headlights in this thing about 6 months before the accident. Well, now they're on back order. But I was able to take glass out of a parts one that I had and put the glass on this and glue it and tape it. And so now I will have a functional headlight for that side until the new ones come in like 3 months. So tomorrow, the whole front end will be back on and back together. And then I can start doing the fun stuff to make it a Sarge again. And some of you wonder where the name Sarge came from. When we built the thing 7 years ago, Zach was working with us. He worked with us for a long time. He helped build the car. Once we built it, I had to figure out a name, and he came up with Sarge. And so it's named after Sarge, after the Jeep in the movie Cars. So that was pretty fitting, and it stuck. So we got the fender. Now it matches the rest of the car. And tonight, I'm painting polka dots. I bought these strips from Hobby Lobby and a little puncher thing, and just spent an hour punching stuff and taping it on. And so, you know, it's getting polka dots. You could do tiger stripes. You can do, you know, squares. I like polka dots. So some of you can kind of see where that's going. So there is a quick update for tonight. I think I'm heading home. See ya. Okay, a couple days later, we got some updates for you. First of all, look at color. We're putting some color on it. That's fun. Is the front end on? Nope. Still sitting over there. A couple delays on that. But that's how it goes. But let me show you what we got going. So again, front end's not on. Headlight is. That got on. But we're putting some color on it. We're getting the graphics in for it. I got sick of doing polka dots, so I decided to start doing the graphics. And you ever like get an idea and go, oh, that would be cool. Yeah, let's do that. And then it adds like 4 hours to like a day and a half of worth of work that you thought you had. Or am I just the only one that does that? Well, that's kind of what I've noticed with what I've got going. But Added a lot more time, but should be pretty cool when it's done. So we got some graphics as well in. I think I'm going to have everything that I need for it, and I might need a few more stencils yet. I think I'm going to have everything that I need for it by Monday. The goal is to have it done, today's Friday, goal is to have it done next week Friday. Because the following Saturday, we have a big family get together. It's actually our family Christmas this year. And I'm doing some kind of things on this that I'll show you later. So we're gonna reveal it at the family Christmas. So we'll have that up too. So, but I'll show you more of that when I'm able to, and when I get more stuff done on it. But it's coming along good. Tomorrow should be a big day. I hope to have some graphics on it, have all all that painting done. And, but yeah, it's going good. Yeah, that's it. All right. Yeah, see ya. Hey, folks. Okay. We got 3 more days to get this done and on the road. It's Tuesday night, so we got Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. I haven't done Friday so I can have it ready to go Saturday for our family get together. Few updates for you. The front end is on, but the hood is not. Found a mechanical issue. We're putting in a short shifter that my nephew Brad got me. Found out that the shaft going to the transmission has a bad bushing. That part's coming tomorrow. Then we put that back together. Then we'll put the hood on. But let me show you a few things on the paint job that we got done. Give you a few more hints on secrets of what we're doing with this thing. Check that out. Yeah. I'm not ready to show you the tailgate yet. Also deciding, shiny. See how that's shiny? I shot some clear coat. I'm deciding if I want to clear coat it or not yet. That's just a spray can clear coat. I got some automotive clear coat I'd probably use, but so that's drying right now. I'm going to play with it tomorrow and see if I like it or not, or if it's tougher as far as you know, will it help preserve the paint job better or not. So working on that. So it's coming along. Now, let's talk rims and tires. So I got 2 sets of rims and tires for this. In the wintertime, we run the aftermarket wheels with Bridgestone Blizzak snow tires. In the summertime, we run these Volkswagen tires. Here's my PSA for you. If you live anywhere in the Michigan or anywhere in the snow belt and don't have snow tires, get them. They are awesome. They make fun driving. They make driving in the snow fun. I have snow tires for all of our family. All of our loved ones have snow tires that we put on rims on their vehicles. It just makes a huge difference when you're driving in the snow, ice, any winter condition really. So that's just your little safety tip from your old buddy Darren for the day. Now, snow tires. What am I gonna do for the rims? So these rims are actually a factory Volkswagen rim that came on the sportier Volkswagen Beetles. What's cool about them is that these inserts come out and you can paint them to match the car. So obviously they were tan from when Sarge was tan. I'm gonna be painting those gray. And I got a kind of an idea I want to try to kind of tie it into the theme that I'm going with the car, and we'll see if it works or not. It's a little tough for what I want to do with a 5-spoke. If it was 4-spoke, it'd be perfect, but we'll see what happens with that. But we're going to take these out, get them cleaned up, and get them painted up, and we'll try that out. Hood, upside down hood, but there you go. So there's some quick updates for the day. I'll show you what I got going on with the tailgate probably next video. So you guys have a good night. Oh, there's the front end too, by the way. Yeah, so see ya. Okay, here we go. I think we're gonna make it. It is Thursday night. I need to have it on the road basically tomorrow afternoon to have it ready for our big reveal on Saturday with our family Christmas party. So let me grab the camera. I'll show you what we got going on. Got the graphics on. This was a bit of a job. I actually had 2 sets of graphics that I was going to use to decide which one I liked the better. I actually liked the other one better, but it did not stick. The rough part down here didn't stick. It was falling off, so I went with that one. I think it turned out pretty cool. Gotta have that. 1.9 TDI Ute. So obviously I went with a U.S. Air Force theme. Kind of a World War II fighter plane type theme. And I'll tell you why in a minute. But first of all, this is obviously not a historical correct. This is just kind of my interpretation of having a car look like a, give a nod basically, give a nod to the World War II planes. You know, basically I took a lot of the colors, a lot of the cues, a lot of the graphics that they had on a bunch of planes that we did some research on, and just kind of adapted my personality to it. You know, with rivets. I wanted a lot more rivets, but those got really tedious, so I was happy with that. And so why would I go with an Air Force theme? Well, let me show you the tailgate. Okay, I kind of wanted to do a nod to our family members that served. So Dave T is my dad, and he served for the Air Force during Vietnam. Bradley Baker and Jordan, they served in Germany. And then Les is Lori's dad, lost him a number of years ago. He served in the Navy on the USS Alcor during World War II. So I wanted to just do a nod to all of my family that has served and anybody else who has served, your family, your friends. So that's kind of why I wanted to do this. Thought it turned out pretty cool. They have no idea that I'm doing this. Nobody in my family, they know that Sarge is getting a paint job, some of them know, but they don't have no idea what I'm doing. Nobody has seen this yet. So I'll get to record and Dave, Brad, and Jordan, my dad, Brad and Jordan will all be there. So this will be kind of fun. Going to reveal it there at the Christmas party at my brother's house. So should be kind of cool. I'm excited. I'm not crying. I'm not crying. There's no crying in paint jobs. I think there's some paint fumes in here. But I think they'll appreciate it. I think it'll be cool. Rims and tires. Let me show you what I did with the tires. So what I did on this is on a lot of the planes back then, on the propellers, they had yellow at the tips. Caution yellow at the tips. So I decided to put a little yellow on the wheels so when it spins, it might look like a propeller. You know, I don't know, corny, but neat. But what do you think? I think it'll look kind of cool as I go down the road. Will anybody else get it? I don't know. I might have to explain every time. Why do you got yellow on the wheels? Well, that's why. But yeah, a lot of the yellow accents on the planes. We did obviously the yellow grill. So yeah, I'm excited. I'm just super happy with how it turned out, and hope to have it on the road tomorrow. So that is what's happening. You guys have a good night. See ya. Stay tuned for the reveal. Roll one. Okay, so this is in honor of the family members who have served and are continuing to serve.
Yeah. Got it. Yeah. I like it. I like it. American flag tied around the neck. Yeah, holy smoke. Wow. I like the roadkill count. That
is so cool. Oh, that is cool how the light's gonna light up.
Awesome.
Oh, I love that. Good job, Darren.
Wow.
That looks awesome.
Oh, look at
We got our name on there.
Yeah. Sweet.
Yeah, who is that a picture of?
And my staff sergeant.
Yeah, don't look.
Oh, that's cool.
That is so sweet.
Holy smokes. Nice work.
I'm the second one down.
Wow. That's awesome. Holy smokes.
Representing the 4th.
That's awesome. You took it off to do that.
Yeah, we did it all down in the shop.
What's the roadkill on the side?
Is there really?
Roadkill numbers. How many roadkill you've killed with
Yeah,
this?
right.
Nice job, Darren.
That's a nice car.
Seriously, you killed that many things?
Wow.
13
Fighter,
animals.
so fighter planes have their
Oh,
stats on the side. That's just what I do.
That's
I like
so
it.
And
awesome.
if you look at the wheels on the props on the propellers of the old Army planes, the tips are yellow.
Oh.
So I did that.
Every time I make a circle, I find something new.
There it is.
That's so cool.
For sure. Even though you didn't tell me anything last
Brad,
night.
is that on the tail light, your sticker from your VW?
I did, I saw it.
Oh, did you?
The names, I think it's so awesome. Did you see him? Look at the tail light.
Made another circle, saw something new.
They've got their names all there.
I love it. Now, did you take this front panel off to shoot?
Yeah,
That's what Brad has on his car.
Oh.
Got a Dunbird, I think.
the front end, so I had to put a fender on.
Especially one that's small. Big green person. So I'll put it on the front.
I thought that was yours. So funny.
I came in a 2-pack, so I was getting one too. Yeah.
that's teeth, doesn't it?
Or Megan goes, do you think you could change the name? I'm like, oh, absolutely not.
I guess you could put jet fuel in it, couldn't you?
Boy, you're gonna get a lot of looks now.
I didn't get them already.
Yeah, that's
I never thought.
I know.
It's gonna be a good conversation.
I took a lot of them.
Oh, thanks.
Yep.
Wow.
That's so
Who painted the base?
That's a decal.
Oh, it is? Okay.
You can roll those off on it. It's a couple of different ones.
Cool.
really cool.
Yeah.
And
Whoever did all of these, I know, I saw that too. I was like, did someone like do all there? I'm like, hang on, there you go. So gotta keep running. I heard that.
Okay. You can, you just like swing for
I did because that's what I wanted it to look like.
everything off and then paint. I would have